Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to pre-market report sponsored by Delta.exchange. So I promote Delta.exchange in my YouTube channel. So they've given some incentive trip to Seychelles. So it was a 3-day program. So I stayed in one of the best resorts in African continent. So it was really an enjoyable 3 days break. I like to travel to places where the Tamils, Indians, but mostly Tamils, migrated in those days. So even in 17th century, some Indians migrated from India to Seychelles. Even now, the 10% of the Seychelles population are Indians and mostly Tamils. Yeah. So let us come back to the market. So the market has been very, very volatile. If you can remember, the first 4 or 5 days, the Nifty rallied like anything. That is in the first week of July. And then the crude oil was coming down to $70. There was a peace in between Iran and US and all those positive things. So the Nifty continuously moved 100, 150 point every day for the first 5 trading sessions. And then came the bad news on 8th of July. The Trump announced that, there is no more ceasefire with Iran. So they are starting the war again. And that day, the market fell. And the market fell. That day, the Nifty hit a low of around 23,800. I think that day high was 24,300. So it's just one single day, 24,300 to 23,800, a 500 point red candle. Then from there until now, all the remaining days, the candles were inside candles. That means neither that day's high of 24,300 was taken out, nor the low of 23,800 broken. But only on one day, that is on 17th of July, ahead of key corporate results like Reliance Industries, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, everything, so the Nifty one day crossed 24,300, but next day it came down. And similarly, just the day before yesterday, it was since the crude oil crossed $100, so the Nifty actually broke 23,800. It went up to 23,600. So Nifty closed decisively below 23,800, and then yesterday it has recovered. So from 8th July till now, one day, upper side broke out. That's a false breakout. And one day, the lower side breakdown. That's a false breakdown. So leaving these 2 trading sessions and all the remaining trading sessions, it was between 23,800 and 24,300, the red candle on July 8. Right now, the GIFT Nifty is indicating about 40-50 point lower. That is understandable because while we were closing yesterday, the US futures are much higher. Nasdaq future was higher, S&P 500 future was higher. But then once the market opened, so everything came under selling pressure. The Dow closed positive, but S&P 500 flat, Nasdaq negative. Main reason, there's a sell-off in chip-related companies. Even now, South Korean market opened around 5:30 a.m. in the morning, and within 1 hour, it has fallen more than 8%. I think the lower circuit must have been triggered there. So falling 8%, within 1 hour. And even Japan market is down nearly 4%. So this chip-related volatility continues. One day it goes up by 10%, next day it comes down by 10%. I think now in South Korea, both Samsung and SK Hynix, both are down nearly 10%. And not only that, not only the chip industries, the Tesla and SpaceX, and both are falling like anything. Now the SpaceX, it has fallen more than 50% from the last 1 month high, and it is well below its IPO price. So that is having effect in Tesla also. So given this kind of a very, very bad global cues, Nifty is indicating only 40-50 point downtick is perfectly okay. But anyway, this is only a gift Nifty, so we do not know. And incidentally, yesterday, the Nifty closing is almost same as Nifty closing on April 8. April 8 is the first day when there was a ceasefire news came between US and Iran. And that day the market shot up. That day Nifty closed around 24,000. I think 23,997, something like that. Yesterday, I think closing was 23,995. But again, that's a weighted average closing. Actual closing was slightly higher than that, slightly more than 24,000. Then once on April 8, Nifty broke out and then touched 24,000. And then from there till now, April, May, June, July, 4 months. And Nifty is not going anywhere. If it goes up, it comes down. It goes down, it comes up. Again and again, it's coming back to around 24,000. April series, May series, June series. So all the three series, Nifty closed between 23,800 and 24,200. And looks like today also it's going to be between 23,800 and 24,200. And not only that, yesterday the volatility index has crashed almost 10%. And the option premiums have collapsed like anything. And then, so people are not expecting any big move during the next series also. So market is factoring in a maximum of 3% move up or down. So that's based on the calculation of India VIX. So not expecting any big move up or down. Who knows, if some positive developments happens, that then we can hope. But the thing is, as I told you many times, there is no going to be any formal agreement between Iran and US. And as I told you, signing the agreement, it amounts to one of the parties, accepting the defeat. So which nobody want to do that. So therefore, this kind of, contradictory, conflicting statements here and there, some fighting and all kinds of things will go on. And it's going to go on like this only, at least for another few months. Or at least until the US midterm elections are over, right? So, well, like naturally, the Iran will not like to give a sort of peaceful solution ahead of the US midterm elections. So midterm elections in US is in November. So maybe for the rest of the year also market, it may go like this. So looks like, it's going to be between 23,000 and 25,000 every time, every month. That's what I'm saying. But this time the 23,000 put and 25,000 call premiums are very, very pathetic. At least until last month, the premiums are good. But now the premiums are really very, very bad. So anyway, important thing which I have to tell you, I forgot to tell you, last Friday, the Infosys was higher by about 4.5% in US. So that's why yesterday, morning itself, it was the IT index. So, the Infosys was higher by more than 3%. And even TCS. TCS has already shot up nearly 300 points, 14-15% from the recent low. And still there is a strength. And then I thought yesterday Infosys shot up 3%. I thought it is factored in. Now I check, US ADR is higher by 5.5%. So that means, IT stocks are likely to do well today also. So in fact, probably that is the reason why, like the 4.5% rally on Friday is the reason for yesterday's rally. But yesterday night, it is 5.5% higher. So that means, market should continue the positive momentum, but given the global cues, every market is down. And all the key markets are like Japan 4%, South Korea 8%, US futures are lower. But however, there is no increase in the crude oil prices. So we don't have to look at the global markets because, we have not followed the global markets on the higher side. So why should we follow them on the lower side? So what is more important for us is the crude price, gold price, and so they are the ones directly affecting our economy. And moreover, the FIIs continue to sell. So, but they are going to continue to sell. So they keep on selling. So if they keep on selling, let us say 10 lakh crore, and then they have to pay about 1.25 lakh crore as the long-term capital gain tax to government of India. So the government of India is very happy because these people keep selling and keep paying the long-term capital gain tax. Only thing is, the retail people in India are the one taking the burden from the FIIs. So anyway, so long term, I'm not bullish. Medium term, not bullish. Short term also not bullish. So as then there is no need to talk anymore because whatever I spoke earlier, the same thing remains 23,800 to 24,300. So let this level breach on either side. We will take the directional view. So until then, it's going to be sideways move. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.